CaribJet, the most experienced travel agency company in Grenada, serving our clients and businesses for over 40 years. IATA accredited, we issue tickets on 280 airlines, representatives for Condor, the German airlines, and main agents for Virgin, KLM and Air France. We're specialists to the Middle East. Walk in to our ticket office at Maurice Bishop Highway, call 439-4444, WhatsApp 534-7755 or visit caribjet.com.
On October 19th, 2023, Grenada pauses in solemn reflection and commemoration on our first National Heroes Day. Grenadians everywhere are asked to join in all the activities which begin at 9 a.m. with an ecumenical service at the National Stadium. Come out and honor our loved ones through prayers, heartfelt tributes, and the soothing harmonies of the PBC choir. Listen for the church bells toll in unison across the nation at 1 p.m. and in collective reverence, pay our respect with a minute of silence. As the day closes, we gather with our candles on the carronage at 7 p.m. for a light tribute in final homage to those no longer with us. Let us remember and honor our loved ones together on National Heroes Day, October 19, 2023. Please contact your local parliamentary office to arrange transportation.
Being self-employed can be a challenge. There are many obstacles to overcome, like managing operations, paying taxes, and dealing with the uncertainty of the future.
So I've been self-employed for over 10 years now, and in my experience, the NIS has been a lifesaver. When I was injured on the job, the employment injury benefit provided me with a steady income until I could get back on my feet. I was worried about how I was going to pay my bills and look after my family. But then I remembered I'm registered with NIS. I applied for the employment injury benefit and I was approved. I'm now back to work doing what I love, and I'm able to take control of my finances.
NIS provides benefits to self-employed persons in Grenada. And now we have a new approach to make it easier for you to contribute. Now self-employed persons can contribute as little as $660 or as much as $6,600 each year. Choose to pay monthly or in lump sums annually. Enjoy the advantage of no penalties and surcharges. And make self-employed payments even when employed elsewhere.
I'm glad that the NIS has made contributing easier for self-employed people. It is a valuable safety net for when the unexpected happens. Contributing to NIS has given me the peace of mind and security I need to run my business and take care of my loved ones. If you're a self-employed person in Grenada, I encourage you to do the same.
To learn more about self-employment contributions, please visit www.nisgrenada.org or call our information hotline at 440-6647.
It's the MTV Evening News for Wednesday the 18th of October. The news headlines in association with Courts Grenada Limited.
We've got 101 reasons for you to shop at Courts now. Get up to 35% off selected items store-wide. Save on select lounge sets, fridges, stoves, washers, mattresses, smart TVs, and more. Get what you want today with no cash and make your first payment in 90 days. Plus, stay protected for up to 4 years with Super Shield extended warranty. So there's 101 reasons to shop at Courts. Courts, bringing value home. Promotion runs from September 25 to October 23, 2023. Conditions apply.
When a loved one passes on, we all need the comfort, support, and guidance of a trusted friend. You can rely on LaCour Brothers Funeral Home. We provide a personalized professional service that exceeds all expectations. Our dedicated staff responds to your every need with the greatest detail, ensuring affordability with a variety of options. Our upgraded state-of-the-art facilities, spacious air-conditioned chapel with live internet streaming, a modern, environmentally safe crematorium, the only of its kind on island, private viewing spaces, large on-site repast center, a modern transportation fleet. Join our burial society today and make personalized arrangements for that final moment. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit or call LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. LaCour Brothers Funeral Home and Burial Society, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Coming up in the news this evening, October 19 survivor calling for compensation and recognition. Grenadians to observe National Heroes Day on Thursday. And in sport, inter-secondary schools netball tournament officially opens. We'll have details to those and other stories. A look to, of course, at the public forecast information. It'll be all right after the break. Stay with us.
The first segment of the MTV Evening News comes to your compliments Nexa Credit Union. With you wherever your road leads.
When you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Nexa, 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 right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Good evening, I'm Tony Julian with the details. A survivor of the tragic massacre that followed a coup resulting in the death of then Prime Minister Maurice Bishop and his cabinet ministers has applauded the government's move to declare the 19th of October National Heroes Day. However, he also advocates for the recognition and compensation of fellow injured on that fateful day. We have more from Troy Gill.
Amidst the backdrop of the declaration of October 19th as National Heroes Day, a survivor of the Fort George massacre following the overthrow of then Prime Minister Maurice Bishop has come forward with a heartfelt plea. Alexis Simon was only 17 when he lost his arm during the events that claimed the life of then Prime Minister Bishop, members of his cabinet and supporters. He praises government's initiative to honor this day and considers it a significant step in preserving the memory of those affected.
I've always said, not just as one of the survivors / victims, that the October 19 deserves to be a day of reflection, a day where the families of those who got injured, those who got killed, it's a day of prayer. Should be a day of prayer, a day of reflection back, and should never be a business day. You're talking about innocent children, you're talking about other persons who would have lost their lives. So I believe in true reflection, that day deserves to be a holiday.
However, Simon strongly advocates for the recognition and compensation of those survivors who, like him, were left with lifetime injuries. He believes that their suffering and sacrifices should not be overlooked as the nation reflects on its history.
But it saddens me that the victims like myself and all the other victims who survived have never been part When I mean have never been part, it's like they have never been recognized by those in authorities. We seem to be celebrating those persons who got killed and not just the survivors of Dawn. I know of children like myself who survived.
Simon intends to make available an old newspaper publication that meticulously recounts the events surrounding that fateful day. He sees it as a valuable historical and educational resource, shedding light on a chapter of the nation's history that should not be forgotten.
I've come here today with a newspaper called the Morris Bishop Murder Trial, and of course, I am one of those persons on that newspaper lying on a hospital bed at the very tender age of 17, and viewers will see, you all will see it. And on that newspaper, it is recorded that the hospital recorded some 98 persons, but within the 98 persons, which includes some soldiers, it is rather unfortunate that even after 40 years right now, we still does not know the total amount of persons who got injured as well as those who got killed.
October 19th has always been a day of reflection in memory of those who lost their lives. However, for the first time in 40 years, the day has been declared a national holiday. For MTV News, Troy Gill.
Grenadians will for the first time observe National Heroes Day tomorrow in remembrance, of course, of the tragic events of the 19th of October back in 1983. The National Celebrations Committee has outlined planned activities, beginning with an ecumenical service at the National Stadium from 9 o'clock in the morning. We have more in this report.
Officials say Thursday morning's ecumenical service will be a unified gathering to honor the memory of the victims through prayer, tributes, and collective support for those who were affected. Chair National Celebrations Committee is Jackie Alexis.
The morning will continue with a ceremonial memorial ceremony, which will include performances from the Presentation Brothers College, the choir, the National Folk Group. We will also have a scene from production by Urias Peters called Redemption Time, and there will be a short scene from that production which revolves around the 19th of October.
At 1 p.m., church bells throughout the island will toll, followed by 1 minute of silence. The day ends with a light tribute from 7 p.m. Grenadians are invited to gather on the carnage with lit candles in memory of Grenadian heroes, and there will be a night sky illumination representing known and unknown lives that were lost on October 19, 1983. Though termed National Heroes Day, Grenadian heroes will not be selected or recognized during this year's observance, as the intention is simply to commemorate the tragic events of October 19th. Member of the National Organizing Committee, Gail Purcell, says they will be rolled out in the coming year in preparation for the 2024 observance.
This is really an opportunity as a nation for us to reclaim our history, and as we move forward for the next 50 years to tell our own stories as we see them relevant to us.
Meanwhile, a contingent from the Institute of the Black World 21st Century is on island to participate in Thursday's activities. Don Rojas served 4 years under the People's Revolutionary Government as editor of the Free West Indian newspaper and press secretary to then Prime Minister Morris Bishop. He reminisced on the revolutionary era.
The Grenada Revolution became, in a very short period of time, an iconic movement with tremendous global impact across the world. And in the vanguard of that movement, the vanguard of projecting Grenada onto a global political stage, was the charismatic, intelligent, and totally selfless individual.
Bishop Herbert was a close friend to then Prime Minister Bishop and has documented his memories in a soon-to-be-launched book titled, quote, The Passing of Giants, end quote. Reporting for MTV News, I am Akila Aberdeen.
On Wednesday, the National Schools Science Fair's closing ceremony and public viewing was held at the Grenada Trade Center, where various schools in the Tri-Island state displayed their science project. This year's National Science Fair follows the theme Water and Energy Strategies, the Key to Sustainable Development, with the aim being to encourage students to conserve water and energy in an effort to combat environmental issues like climate change, air pollution, and drought. Experts say conserving water and energy are important, as reducing our water usage reduces the energy required to process and deliver it to homes, businesses, farms, and communities alike, which in turn conserve energy. Lorraine Diali, Science and Mathematics Curriculum Officer at the Ministry of Education and Science Fair Coordinator, says the projects derived from several science categories.
We have over 43 schools involved here at the National Fair, with 65 projects, all ranging from preschool, primary school, secondary school, TAMCC and NULO. They all have science projects, and they are from different science categories, which are the blue economy, agriculture, freshwater sources, flora and fauna. Well, yes, we want to make our students more conservative when it comes to water and energy. We realize that a lot of the issues that surround us environmentally are related to water issues and energy-related issues.
There are actually 65 projects on display from 45 schools throughout Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Projects span the preschool, primary, secondary, and tertiary age division levels. On Wednesday, meanwhile, students, teachers, and parents of the J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary and the Seventh-day Adventist Primary School staged a march to commemorate Child Month. That march began at the school ground and went on through to Tantine, the St. George's area. That would be, of course. Participants carried placards which highlighted this year's Child Month theme, Every Child Matters, See Me, Value Me. Laurel Bartholomew, acting principal of J.W. Fletcher, says that the march is their way of publicizing what they stand for.
Well, this march is very important because, as you know, learning is not just within the classroom. So it helps the children to get a sense of detox, it get the children to socialize, they get the children in what we call an informal setting, so that they see education is not only in the classroom but also on the street, how they discipline themselves on the street, how they interact with one another, how they sing, how they sell their message. That is also important. Well, I just want to say in this Child Month, I want to wish every child happy Child Month. Value themselves. They are unique, they are special, and they are important as children of God. Continue to grow as humble children. And to our parents, I want to say, keep close to your children, be involved with school, be involved in communicating with school, and let us together as a community raise our children the best way possible.
This year's Child Month celebration focuses on inclusiveness and ensuring that each child feels cherished, valued, and supported, while actively dismantling biases that restrict the limitless potential of children. Bartholomew believes that children should be taught to value themselves, as they are all unique and important, and is advising parents to be more communicative and interactive with those in their care. That's the first segment of the Evening News Wednesday. We'll be back with you after the break.
The first segment of the MTV Evening News came to you in association with Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
For when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever your road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever your road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
For a limited time, the NLA has dropped all of the 2x balls from the multi-X draw. This means that you, our valuable players, have greater chances of multiplying your winnings up to 5 times more in our 2x drop promotion. Yay! And that's not all. As an additional bonus, there will be fewer free play or FP balls to draw from too. Now you have more reasons to add multi-X to your playway bets. So, value your dreams, win your way, and multiply your winnings up to 5 times more in the NLA's 2x Dropped promotion. Promo runs until Friday, 20th October, 2023. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
with an Accel Back to School loan. Visit today or call us on 435-8222.
Ring, 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 back to school loan thing. Accel Finance help you joy of learning.
Grenada, get ready. A new season of the Grenleg Debates is coming. Informative, impromptu, bright young minds sparking powerful ideas. The Grenleg Debates. The Grenleg Debates will be broadcasted on MTV Mondays and Thursdays at 9 p.m. Saturdays at 6 p.m. Broadcast begins Saturday, October 7th. Tune in.
My name is Alimaka Motley. I've been here doing nails since 2017. Me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit because I'm self-employed. Anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have the COVID, you have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
On October 19th, 2023, Grenada pauses in solemn reflection and commemoration on our first National Heroes Day. Grenadians everywhere are asked to join in all the activities which begin at 9 a.m. with an ecumenical service at the National Stadium. Come out and honor our loved ones through prayers, heartfelt tributes, and the soothing harmonies of the PBC choir. Listen for the church bells toll in unison across the nation at 1 p.m. and in collective reverence, pay our respect with a minute of silence. As the day closes, we gather with our candles on the carronage at 7 p.m. for a light tribute in final homage to those no longer with us. Let us remember and honor our loved ones together on National Heroes Day, October 19, 2023. Please contact your local parliamentary office to arrange transportation.
The second segment of MTV News is brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000 or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it. Accessed using your debit card and managed using AMI, Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Welcome back. In a concerning development, another illegal dumping site has been discovered in a remote area in the Big Parish. The repeat of this practice in that area has raised alarm bells about the environmental consequences of such practices and the legal repercussions that offenders may face, as we now hear in this report.
Local authorities are concerned about the discovery of yet another illegal dumping site in the secluded region of Mount St. John near Ladigue, St. Andrew. This troubling find has sparked significant concerns about the area in question and the environmental impact. An illegal dumping site was discovered in that area over 1 year ago, and the recent discovery appears to be similar in nature, comprising of household appliances and construction debris. Our news team spoke with a senior communications officer at the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, Myrna Julian, about this latest development.
Based on the character of the waste and the location of the waste, it would appear that the persons engaged in this illegal operation, they are progressing further into what is considered a watershed area, and this is where water will be tapped for the purposes of providing potable water to households in the St. Andrews area. And as I said, given the character of the waste that is present there, it would appear that you have things like possibly the leakage of refrigerants and chemicals and so on, which is not good. It does not spell good news in terms of the quality of water that would be tapped for the purposes of purifying to circulate to residents.
She encourages individuals to continue reporting instances of illegal dumping, given its negative impact on the environment.
And so we just want the public to be aware that we need to look out for ourselves once these things are identified in your community, to bring it to our attention, but more importantly, to avoid in the first instance, so that if you observe that it's happening or someone is proceeding into those areas to engage in such illegal operations, that you bring it to the attention of the authority. We are now in the position of receiving information.
The penalties for illegal dumping in Grenada are severe, including substantial fines and imprisonment.
Operations like these in these protected areas can amount to some very steep penalties. I know in the instance of these protected areas, the culprits, if caught and brought before the court system, can be charged as much as $20,000, plus they would be subject to a prison term of 6 months. So be aware of the consequences, be aware of the impact of such illegal operations on the environment, the cost for water treatment and all of that.
In an earlier report, it was announced that a compliance and enforcement unit was established effective October 1st with the sole purpose of clamping down on illegal dumping and bringing perpetrators to justice. For MTV News, Troy Gill.
Stakeholders gathered at a one-day symposium at the National Stadium on Wednesday morning, discussing the Crown Land and land policy for the sustainable development of Grenada. We have more in this report.
Permanent Secretary within the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives, Aaron Francois, delivered an address on the scarcity for Crown lands in Grenada. Francois says the symposium is dedicated to look at the policy framework in terms of managing the limited Crown lands.
What we are seeking to do there is to, given the fact that government only owns just approximately 10% of all the lands in the Tri-Island state. So think about that. 90% of the lands, all the lands are owned by private owners. And we are speaking at a time where the land market has become very dynamic, increasing price of land. And so we have a situation where there is increasing demand from government, from the citizens and the developers alike for land.
Francois disclosed that there needs to be a level of optimization and improvement in the management of government-owned lands, which they are seeking to do in order to serve various interests. The prolonged issue of squatting has contributed heavily to the scarcity of government-owned lands, with many settling on Crown lands without proper authorization.
We have seen a worrying sign where persons think that they are entitled to just move on Crown lands without authorization, and even when you give notice, they seem to want to resist moving, and it's a worrying sign because it's not that we don't want to provide opportunities. As I said, there's limited how much, it's a limited, very limited in terms of how much we could do, but at the same time there are some areas you don't want persons to just arbitrarily occupy.
Government is in the process of putting plans in place to give legal authorization to persons who have been occupying Crown lands for over 10 years by issuing a title or document showing that they are legal owners of the land they already occupy. Minister for Agriculture, Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives, Senator Adrian Thomas, says the old colonial policies which we are still being governed by will be revised in order to suit the needs of the nation. He says the government remains persistent in combating the issue of selling lands to non-locals and non-CARICOM members.
The general public is quite aware of government's policy in regards to land on beachfront. We believe that it is important that those lands remain in the hands of the people of Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique. And secondly, we want to look at the whole issue of selling lands to to non-Grenadians and non-CARICOM members. We want to make sure that we do the right thing so that in the future our younger generation will be entitled to a piece of this little rock that we'll call paradise and we love so much.
Thomas says through the upcoming consultations, policies and relevant legislations will be established. For MTV News, Kayla Flavany.
As breast cancer awareness activities continue, the Health Promotion Unit in the Ministry of Health and Wellness conducted free breast exams on Wednesday, which are expected to continue on Friday. Well, for this evening's Health Wise, we've spoken with Health Promotion Officer Roxanne Benjamin on breast self-examination techniques. That would be to determine if one may be showing signs of breast cancer.
My name is Roxanne Benjamin. I am a health promotion officer within the Ministry of Health. As it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, today we want to focus on breast examination or getting screened for breast cancer. There are mainly 3 types of examination for breast cancer. One, it's clinical breast examination, which is conducted by a nurse or a medical doctor. There is also a mammogram, and there is the breast self-examination. For today's purposes, I want to look at breast self-examination. Now, for starters, the first thing that you can do is observing your breasts, and you do that by standing in the mirror. Now, there are cases where you may not have a mirror that is large enough at home. What you can do is have someone else observe your breast for you. So what you're going to do is place your hand on your waist, and you are going to look directly in the mirror or have someone else observe it. And what you're going to be looking for is if there is any flow of fluid from your nipples, if there is any change in your shape, size or color. Now once that is done, the next thing that you can do is either lay on your back or complete the examination in the shower. Now if you're going to lay on your back with a pillow under your right shoulder, place your arm behind your head. Use your 3 middle finger, that's your index, middle finger and ring finger, and you are going to press firmly on the entire breast from top to bottom. That is collarbone to the top of your abdomen, and side to side, that's armpit to cleavage. You're going to repeat the same on your next breast. Now, for persons who have larger boobs, it is recommended that you do it in a lying position. So this one would have been applicable for you. Now, the other is while you're in the shower. Right? While you're in the shower, you stand, place your hand behind the base of your neck, and using the same 3 middle finger, index, middle and ring finger, you are going to firmly press on your entire breast from top to bottom and left side to side. And repeat on the next breast. Now, doing the breast examination in the shower is extremely important, because one of the reasons is that it can prevent abrasion, seeing that your body would already be lubricated from the soap and the water. We at the Ministry of Health understand how breast cancer can affect persons psychologically, financially, and also emotionally. And as such, on Saturday, we will be hosting an initiative that would allow the general public to have free access to prostate, cervical, and breast examination. This will be done behind Ariza building or the Ariza car park, and it's free of cost. We start from 9 to 2 p.m.
That's the second segment of the Evening News. Regional highlights are next. The second segment of MTV News was brought to you in association with Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Request, repay, repeat with Ariza's FlexiCredit Evergreen Loan Facility. Qualify for a FlexiCredit with limits up to $25,000, or use your home equity to qualify for more. Extra cash at your fingertips whenever you need it, accessed using your debit card, and managed using AMI, Ariza's mobile internet experience app. FlexiCredit allows you the flexibility to top up to your approved limit any day, anytime. Already a member? Send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987. New members join today to apply. Request, repay, repeat. Use your FlexiCredit for vacations, shopping, wedding, general expenses, and more. Ariza loan terms and conditions apply. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
The National Lotteries Authority is a proud sponsor of many cultural activities within the Tri-Island state of Grenada.
My name is Anderson Matterson, also known as Leftist, and I'm a calypsonian and string band music player from Carrico. I support the games of the National Lottery Authority because culture benefits tremendously. Annually, the NLA supports the Carrico and Pittimatney Carnival, the Carrico String Band Music Festival, and all regattas, among other activities. When I play the game of the NLA, I can see where my money goes, and it's an investment into our culture.
Yes, Grenada, when you play the games of the NLA, you enable us to invest in the skills and talents of our people in the areas of sports, culture, and nation building.
At Bailey's Funeral Home, we understand the pain and grief you experience when you suffer the loss of a loved one. For years, we have helped thousands of families get through that difficult time by providing professional funeral services to meet their unique needs. Whether your choice is cremation or burial, call us or come into our new facility on the Carenage and meet with our arrangers in a spacious and comfortable environment. Choose from a wide variety of quality coffins and caskets at prices from as low as $1,900. At Bailey's Funeral Home, we believe that no one should feel overwhelmed or anxious about funeral expenses. So when it's time to plan a funeral, join a burial society, or make pre-arrangements when service and costs matter, call Bailey's Funeral Home at 440-2558 or visit us at baileysfuneralhome.org. Bailey's Funeral Home, still providing the perfect tribute any family can afford.
Let's get back to school with Dutch Lady. Spend $10 or more on Dutch Lady products, scan the QR code, enter your name, address, telephone number, receipt number, and place of purchase at any of our outlets. Or online to enter for a chance to win. Shopping voucher valued at $1,000 for school supply. Free internet for 3 months. Free private tutoring for 3 months. Promotion valid from September to October 2023. Terms and conditions apply. Visit participating outlets and get ready to win big with Dutch Lady. Dutch Lady, building stronger families.
Introducing the NIS Dream Loan, where possibilities are boundless and your aspirations are our priority. No matter where life takes you, NIS Dream Loans are here to make your dreams a reality. From purchasing your first plot of land or dream property, to renovating spaces, building your home, and seamlessly switching mortgages, we cater to every step of your journey. And here's what sets us apart. We offer easy financing options with competitive interest rates, quick approval processes, and flexible repayment terms. So why wait? Apply now and let our dedicated NIS team guide you through this exciting journey. Visit nisgrenada.org/dream loan or call 440-3309 to book an appointment. Terms and conditions apply. Your dream awaits.
Join the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives for the observance of World Food Day celebrations October 16 to 20th, 2023 under the theme Water is Life, Water is Food, Leave No One Behind. Monday, October 16th, the ministers' address to the nation and panel discussion dissecting the issue of water management and sustainability. Tuesday, Eating Water campaign with the distribution of water-based foods at strategic locations throughout Grenada. Wednesday and Thursday, virtual engagement on water management and the blue economy. The town of Grenville will then come alive on Friday, October 20th. Official ceremony, grand exhibition, and culture show. World Food Day celebrations 2023, embracing all in the sustainable management of our water resources, celebrating our farmers, vendors, agro-processors, and value chain partners. World Food Day celebrations, October 16th to the 20th, 2023.
On October 19th, 2023, Grenada pauses in solemn reflection and commemoration on our first National Heroes Day. Grenadians everywhere are asked to join in all the activities which begin at 9 a.m. with an ecumenical service at the National Stadium. Come out and honor our loved ones through prayers, heartfelt tributes, and the soothing harmonies of the PBC choir. Listen for the church bells toll in unison across the nation at 1 p.m. and in collective reverence, pay our respect with a minute of silence. As the day closes, we gather with our candles on the Carenage at 7 p.m. for a light tribute in final homage to those no longer with us. Let us remember and honor our loved ones together on National Heroes Day, October 19, 2023. Please contact your local parliamentary office to arrange transportation.
Welcome back. Clifton James now has this evening's regional roundup.
With the regional roundup, I am Clifton James. Over in Belize, the charred bodies of 2 persons were removed from an airplane used by a domestic airline and reportedly stolen by armed thieves in Placencia in southern Belize. Shortly after takeoff, the plane reportedly clipped a lamppost before crash landing in bushes. Investigation revealed that a security guard who was working at the airstrip was approached by 4 male persons armed with firearms who tied him up. He later heard the sounds of an aircraft starting, and thereafter he heard a loud bang and an explosion, said Assistant Commissioner of Police Gilberto Romero, the regional commander of the Eastern Division. Police are conducting an investigation. The area is being searched at this time for evidence. So far recovered are 2 human remains. Those have been extracted and taken to the morgue for a post-mortem examination, he said. Media reports said that the armed men were probably trying to steal the plane for narco-trafficking. The report said that the men had arrived by boat. We cannot confirm how they arrived. That's part of the investigation. All we have right now is that they approached the security guard and tied him up, said Romero, adding that the security guard is part of the investigation. The Bahamas has said all of its nationals who sought help to leave Israel have been successfully evacuated. In a statement, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs said the last Bahamian was evacuated on Monday from Tel Aviv via Athens on a repatriation flight organised by the Government of Canada. Last week, Minister of Foreign Affairs Frederick Mitchell said 3 Bahamians had sought assistance from the government to leave Israel after the war broke out on October the 7th. 1 Bahamian was able to leave Israel for Morocco, while basketballer Zane Knowles and another person remained in Israel. The ministry thanked Canada for providing space for Bahamians on their repatriation flight. Repatriation requires complex logistical and security protocols. The latest efforts underscore the importance of diplomacy for the Bahamas and the Davis administration's foreign policy agenda specific to consular and crisis, said the ministry. Dominica's Ministry of Health has informed the public of a recently reported increase in cases of hand, foot and mouth disease within the community. In the first week of October, the ministry identified 1 suspected case. This resulted in the release of a circular by the Environmental Health Department on October the 11th, 2023. Since then, there have been suspected cases in 5 out of 7 health districts among children below 6 years old. Hand, foot and mouth disease is a common childhood illness caused by various strains of enteroviruses, particularly the Coxsackie virus A16 and enterovirus 71. It usually affects children under the age of 5, but can also occur in older children and adults. The disease presents as a mild to moderate illness, but can cause discomfort and concern. Symptoms of hand, foot and mouth disease usually appear within 3 to 7 days after exposure to the virus and may include fever, sore throat, a rash on the hands and feet, and small, painful blisters in the mouth. In some cases, individuals may also experience a loss of appetite, irritability, and generally feeling unwell. You're up to date with the Regional Roundup. I am Clifton James.
It's the MTV News for Wednesday, and we'll be back with you after the break.
For a limited time, the NLA has dropped all of the 2x balls from the multi-X draw. This means that you, our valuable players, have greater chances of multiplying your winnings up to 5 times more in our 2x drop promotion. Yay! And that's not all. As an additional bonus, there will be fewer free play or FP balls to draw from too. Now you have more reasons to add multi-X to your playway bets. So, value your dreams, win your way, and multiply your winnings up to 5 times more in the NLA's 2X Dropped promotion. Promo runs until Friday, 20th October, 2023. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
What you gonna do when the rain is coming down? Nothing more to do when there's no one else around. Bring it back to the middle, push, take it back to the rhythm. Keep it up for good when the sky's falling down. All you gotta do is to bring it to the ground. Speed it up to your inner move. Stop, start, down. Nobody can get what you're going through.
Climate change is real, bringing hotter days and less rain. Less rain means less water, so it's crucial for us to conserve water at home. When washing my vehicle, I use a bucket with rainwater that I have stored. This is how I save water. What are you waiting for?
Your new Grenlec bill is even easier to read and still has all the valuable information you need to track and manage your usage.
Hey Mom, okay, your friendly tech support is here. So you got the new Grenlec bill? Let's take a look. The new bill makes it even easier to see your bill total, the due date, and much more. And take a closer look. It actually is a lot easier to understand. Let me show you. You can still see exactly what the charges are for, but in a great new format, it even shows how the cost of generating and delivering the electricity to you is calculated using your actual usage. And Mom, let Lucy know she can check out Grenlec's new Understanding Your Bill video. Anyway, look who says hi, and see you soon.
Your new Grenlec bill, easier to understand and easier to track your usage.
Inter-secondary schools netball tournament officially opens. That highlight and more coming up for you in our latest sporting segment.
The MTV Evening Sports is brought to you in association with Courts, bringing value home.
We've got 101 reasons for you to shop at Courts now. Get up to 35% off selected items store-wide. Save on select lounge sets, fridges, stoves, washers, mattresses, smart TVs, and more. Get what you want today with no cash and make your first payment in 90 days. Plus, stay protected for up to 4 years with Super Shield extended warranty. So there's 101 reasons to shop at Courts. Courts, bringing value home. Promotion runs from September 25 to October 23, 2023. Conditions apply.
Special evening to you sporting fans. Here now are the latest sporting highlights.
With the sporting news, I'm Kishon Thomas. The Inter-Secondary Schools Netball Tournament, sponsored by D Sport Shop in collaboration with the Ministry of Sports, commenced on Wednesday with an official opening ceremony and knockout competitions. The opening started at 1 p.m. with a match pass of 18 participating schools at the Tanti Netball Complex. The coordinator of sports in the Ministry of Sports is Cullen Peters.
Today I want to a special welcome to all the schools, the coaches, the teachers, the supporters of the physiotherapy department, and everyone that could hear my voice. Welcome to the opening. I hope that you stay around and look at our exciting knockout today. I must say how pleased we are with the senior coach and a team for putting on such a competition that will bring additional excitement to the game of netball. Let's play and respect the rule of the game. Let's show good sportsmanship. Let's win and win with grace. And let's support also that the development and the growth of our sport of netball could be a success.
After Wednesday's opening of the tournament, matches will be played at various hard courts nationwide. Hard courts to be utilized are Tanti Netball Complex, Wesley College, St. Joseph Convent Grenville, Victoria Park, McDonald's College, Bishop's College, Happy Hill Secondary School, River Sally, and Lassages. The results of the Intersector Netball Tournament 2023 on Tuesday are as follows. The games featured Business Combined versus Ministry of Sports. The game started very competitively. At the end of the first quarter, both teams were tied on 9 goals apiece. The second quarter was no different from the first, as both teams fought for 17 goals each at the end of the second quarter. The game then changed in the third quarter, with Sports overpowering Business Combined to 27 to 19 goals at the end of the third quarter, having an 8-goal difference going into the fourth and final quarter. At the end of the fourth quarter, the score was 39 to 23 in favor of the Ministry of Sports. Saturday's game would feature Grenada Development Bank champions versus Nurses Health at 6 p.m. at the Tantine Netball Facilities, Court 1. Half centuries from Alec Atenez and Andre Fletcher came to nothing as the Windward Islands suffered a late run out to fall to 10 runs lost to Guyana Harbour Eagles in the CG United Super 50 Cup on Tuesday night. Chasing 230 for victory, Atenez hit a delightful 75 of 55 balls and Fletcher got a more measured 52 not out of 86 balls to take the Windward Islands to within 10 runs of victory. However, off the last ball of the 46th over, miscommunication between Fletcher and last man Sherman Lewis led to the latter being run out for 2 by Shafane Rutherford. The Windwards at the time needed 10 runs off 24 balls to win. Guyana will take on the Trinidad and Tobago Red Force on the 21st of October, while the Windwards face the Red Force on October 19th. Cricket West Indies recently held a pivotal special board meeting and agreed on the next steps for implementing several of the Webby Report recommendations on the long-anticipated governance reform. Governance reform within the CWI has been an appeal echoed by various stakeholders and cricket enthusiasts alike. Recognizing the significance of this, CWI President Dr. Kishore Shallow confirmed in a press conference yesterday that CWI has taken proactive steps to evaluate and revamp its governance framework. The board meeting, chaired by President Dr. Kishore Shallow on the 23rd of September 2023, primarily focused on the Rebbe report. Jamaica Senator Don Rebbe and his 5-man committee were commissioned to enhance stakeholder trust and ensure more transparency and accountability in line with modern best practices for corporate governance. And that's a look at sports. I'm Kishan Thomas.
And with those latest sporting highlights there, we now have still ahead the public forecast information for you, and then we'll have a recap of the latest stories.
The MTV Evening Sports was brought to you in association with Courts, bringing value home.
MTV Weather Report comes to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
We have the will to overcome. We are strong. Together, we are Grenada.
Good evening once again, viewers, with the Wednesday night's weather forecast and meteorologist Wayne Williams. The Eastern Caribbean continued to experience the sunny conditions throughout the day today. We had a little bit of cloudiness mostly in the morning and lighter winds in the afternoon. We are continuing to track that broad area of low pressure which could develop by later today. It is still about 700 miles to the east of the Eastern Caribbean, packing some very strong winds and lots of cloudiness as it moves between west and between west and west-northwest. It will continue to approach the islands and is expected to impact our weather from possibly Friday. That is the major feature in the area right now. We do have an area of dense cloudiness, showers and thunder showers associated with that, and as it moves through, we do expect the showers to start maybe from Friday. Some slight to dense haze behind that. We'll deal with that when weekend gets here. The Invest 94L still has not developed into a storm as yet. It is moving between the west and the west-northwest at around 10 miles per hour. It is packing some very strong winds around 40 miles per hour, and there is a weak circulation in it, which shows that it is intensifying. It is becoming more organized as we speak, and so we expect the development to continue. If it does so, then a tropical storm could form by tonight. It is already producing and would continue to produce gusty winds, rough seas and heavy rains, and we can expect those to begin affecting us from Friday. So all concerned should pay attention and pay particular attention to this system as it approaches. Right now we can see it churning away to the far east of the islands. The upper level winds, as I say, they remain favorable for this system to develop, and even though the center right now is forecast to pass to the north of Grenada, the cloudiness is such that we do still expect some impact from that system if it continues on the track that it is going. Tonight, however, Wednesday, conditions would be fair at first, but we do expect some isolated showers to develop throughout the night time, again more so in inland hilly areas. Winds are going to drop off a bit, between 5 and 10 miles per hour coming from the east. 1 or 2 calm spells also likely. The moon, it's going to set at 8:49 tonight, and it's going to rise tomorrow at 10:12 in the morning. Look for fair conditions on Thursday. By evening we could see 1 or 2 showers developing, but during the daytime we do expect the weather to remain fair. Easterly winds coming in well between the east and the east-northeast, between 12 and 22 miles per hour. By afternoon time it could become a bit gusty. Moderate seas, 4 to 5 foot waves. Those are expected to deteriorate as that system moves closer. Sunrise will be at 5:57 and sunset at 5:46. We still will be a hot one tomorrow. 31 will feel like 41, and the UV index will be very high. Port of Spain will see fair conditions, also fair in Bridgetown. Conditions will deteriorate there from Friday. Also Thursday into Friday, showers in Kingston. Lots of sunshine in Miami and New York. New York remains cool at 19 for a high. London, some light rain. 18 is a high expected there. As the system approaches, showers are in the forecast for Friday, Saturday, and also possibly 1 or 2 chance, still about a 50 to 60% chance of some showers on Sunday. The UV index will be low at first, but as the cloudiness dissipates, as the system moves through and the sunshine returns, clear skies, we're going to see the high and hot temperatures returning again, possibly from Monday into Thursday. So let's keep our fingers crossed. The rain should be here from Friday for the weekend, improving afterwards, becoming generally fair mostly by the middle of next week. That's it for me for Wednesday night, folks. Have yourself a great night. Join me again on Thursday.
MTV Weather Report was brought to you in association with Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
And now to end the news, a recap of the main stories. A 19th of October survivor is calling for compensation and recognition. Grenadians are to observe National Heroes Day tomorrow, Thursday. And in sport, inter-secondary schools netball tournament officially opens. We've had details to those and other stories for you. A look too, of course, at the public forecast information right here on MTV. And so we've come to the end of the evening news. and the news and production departments, we all thank you for viewing and wish you a safe and enjoyable and truly observant National Heroes Day on Thursday.
At Bailey's Funeral Home, we understand the pain and grief you experience when you suffer the loss of a loved one. For years, we have helped thousands of families get through that difficult time by providing professional funeral services to meet their unique needs.
It's that time again for party.